Welcome back, guys. So we are continuing the quest Needle in a Haystack. We have to find Pius, and we also have this side quest to find that book that was locked that we already have it, so we just have to give it to should be around here somewhere. They're getting up, so they should be going for morning service. I think this is the guy, Brother Neverless. But he's
No,
still
clear
asleep.
off. Let me sleep.
Hopefully he will get up soon, because we cannot really skip the time at lower interval, and if we skip too much time, where is that book? Inventory. It's this book, and I cannot see anything, so yep. Let's go down. Hopefully they will get up. At least we have to be at the right place. Oh, I went further than I should have. I do not have torches. So we should be here. At least sometime soon. Let's see that book, what it says. No, that one, this one. Okay, at 4 a.m. so we can skip. I was thinking it was 3 a.m. That's kind of crazy. Let's skip to, I guess, 4.5, and hopefully that's okay. Then we'll skip again through the morning service, and then we can talk to the guys.
In a rush to pray.
Where's the guy? Maybe we can talk to him before the service. Probably not.
Talk to me, brother.
We can, okay.
Here's the book you wanted.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. Then I'll leave it in the library to make it seem as if Brother Librarian left it lying about. There'll be no investigation. It would be against his best interests, as he'll look like the one who wasn't taking proper care of the books. It will drive him mad. I didn't leave that book out, or did I? Is there anything I can do for you in return?
Why did we fail that? That's weird. I think we unlocked it.
I'd be interested in finding out the background of the other novices.
That's a strange wish you have. And the only ones who know everything about the novices are the abbot and the prior. They keep a record of every monk in the abbot's book, but you'll never get your hands on it. It's locked up in the prior's study.
Thanks. You've helped me immensely.
No, thank you. About that book, don't even think about breaking in to get it.
I'm interested in the election of the new abbot.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now.
Why? What's wrong with it now?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order.
That's all.
Peace be with you. Can't you see where it...
Okay, so 6 a.m. for a meal? I don't
Pay
know.
more attention, brother.
We shouldn't rush it.
Not now, brother.
Pay more attention, brother.
Looks like we left the door open. Come on, guys. Move
In a
it.
rush to pray?
They are starting to move.
This is not a good time.
Is the time moving here? Yeah, looks like it, I guess. Yes, it definitely is. I never noticed that. Okay. I thought it was just displaying the current time. Hey, they are starting to move, which is awesome. So... let's get it there so we don't get in trouble. Then we'll wait for them.
Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, they are to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say,
Aha,
show
Gregor.
all that is good
Talk
and
to me.
holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments.
I'm looking for
with
something a
words
little,
intelligent among his disciples.
unorthodox.
But
And what
demonstrating
would that
divine
be
precepts
exactly?
by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always
I need to get
remember
hold
what
of some
he
kind
is
of
and what
weapon.
he is called.
Well, I can't help you with that. And besides, what use would a weapon be in here?
From him, more is required.
I need to
Let
get
him
some
make
wine.
No distinction of persons in
You're not the only one. But I have to keep records of all the casks, and the prior checks on them. He'd notice any loss straight away. Just like our food, everything's rationed.
And let him not
So I'm
shut his
sorry, but
eyes
I'll have
to
to
the
disappoint
faults
you,
of
brother.
offenders, but since he has the
I'm looking for
authority, let him
lock
cut
picks.
out those faults
Lock
by the roots
picks?
as soon as they
And
begin.
what would you like those for?
Remembering the fate of Heli,
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
well-disposed in
Well,
those of
why
good
not?
understanding, let him correct with verbal
So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you?
time.
I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows.
Proud and disobedient,
But I do have a few lockpicks left.
curb at the very beginning
I'll
of
trade
their
them for
dealings
food.
by
Get me a
striking
bite to eat,
other
and you can have your lockpicks.
knowing
Can't
that
say
it is
fairer
written,
than that,
"The
can I?"
fool is not corrected with words." The rule of Saint Benedict.
What do you desire?
Readings from the abbot. Therefore, when
I'm looking for some.
And what?
abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a
No, no.
twofold teaching. That is to say,
Brother, I've a favour to ask,
and holy
and I think you're the man to help me with it. Or you used to be, before you came here.
I see. So it's the dodgy sort of favor, is it?
demonstrating
Well,
divine
yes.
precepts by his actions
I need to get hold of the keys to the monastery.
That won't be easy, I can tell you that straight off. The prior always keeps the keys close by him. So how exactly do you imagine I could help?
Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery.
How could I get hold of them?
One more than another,
With great
unless it be
difficulty.
one whom he finds better
Unless
to
you
work
want to rob the prior.
and let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders.
Is there any other way to get out of
since he
here?
has the authority
The door
to
out of the
cut
monastery
those
is
faults
like
by
any
the
other.
roots,
Only
as
the
soon
lock's
as
more
they
complicated
begin.
than most. But I can sell you some lockpicks. And with a little training, you'll make short work of it.
Well disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition in the first instance.
There's something else on my mind.
But bold,
Brother,
hard,
remember the vows you made. We're forbidden to leave the monastery. It's not for me to sit in judgment, but think hard about what you're doing.
You have some interesting skills for a monk. Don't suppose you want to tell me how you picked them up?
What's there to tell? We were all young and foolish once. I was a student in Prague, completely broke, living from hand to mouth and studying all day. It wasn't an easy life.
So you turned to stealing?
I set about securing a livelihood as best I could. A goose, some new shoes, a bit of coin to spend with my friends. Without that little bit extra, I'd never have completed my studies. I would have turned into a beggar. And who else do you know that can say he's serving God thanks to having been a thief?
No one, brother. Thank you for telling me your story.
So we could have asked him to steal the keys, but I actually want to do that myself because I also want to check that book about other novices, so we'll see. I don't know who I actually wanted to talk to. Was it Brother Nevertheless? Actually, let's eat.
Humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter,
Praise be to Christ.
them everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my way,
Servus.
that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of
Oh,
silence is
looks
so
like
evil,
we
permission
ate
is
something that we
rarely
shouldn't have.
granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. And what exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, We'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must. And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
That would sound more sincere if you hadn't just tried to kill me.
That's why I'm thanking you. For being so reasonable despite what I did. For what it's worth, I'm glad the poison didn't kill you. And we can both come through this alive if we work together.
Okay, so we know who Pius is, and if we didn't tell him about who we are and so on and so forth, he wouldn't have poisoned us and we wouldn't figure out who Pius is for a long time. Of course, we could check that book about novices, and I didn't do that in my first run, so I don't know. And we are in the wrong place. Let's see where we need to be. Okay. Actually, I should have checked this first. 7, so... Okay, we have to go to Brother Nevelis, I guess. Ah.
Brother,
Come on.
what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you, but next time you'll be punished just like everyone else.
Hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence, or if anyone may perhaps...
I was thinking, did we take that lockpick? Yes, we
Slow
did.
down, brother.
Rather early at the middle
So...
and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren
Where's the
assigned a task
prior?
or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness and at the same time
He's not
to
here,
overburden
actually.
them or drive them away
Probably.
with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot.
What's your step, brother?
Benedict.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not...
I'm interested in the...
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked.
What?
Many brothers think
That's all.
peace be with you. What trouble?
This is weird that this doesn't get grayed out.
Is there anyone?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for Neverless! Vote for Neverless!"
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
That doesn't sound like something I can do.
Pity. And I thought you wanted to help.
It should be asked with all the humility and submission
Well, let's try our luck. We just have to go in here. Come on. Did I do it? Okay, I did it. That's the... At least we added blood to it, so we can get blood for... well, for our escape. Let's see what else we need to do.
Halt! Brother. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's work.
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? Fine then. This time...
These guys are so freaking annoying. If I wait 1 hour, I think I should be okay, but I need to run fast to Alchemy's workshop, whatever it is, to Brother Neville is there. And we have to run through whole day, so we can pick up that blood. And also there are other quests to do, so we can finish that up.
What is it, brother?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Today it's your task to concoct 2 potions to aid digestion. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
This is basically the best point to level up alchemy, but we already did it, so easy peasy. We just need to give it to Brother Neverless.
What would you like?
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Pay more attention, brother.
A 12 o'clock library. Well... Maybe I should have waited a bit less. Oh, I can actually cancel it. Why did I do this the whole game? You can actually start it and then cancel it. I'm a noob. Still. No. Okay, so...
Brother,
What?
what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working?
I had other
Okay, go away. Should have waited a bit more. Okay, this should be enough.
Talk to me, brother.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing, a silly thing really. I haven't thought to mention it to anyone before, but not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is, it was a page from Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
They are not exactly the same. Mhm. This part is kind of boring. Let me see. Kind of the space doesn't add up here, but let's see. I think it might be this one. The second word, the first letter looks more like an M, but it's actually an I than an N. Yeah, this might be it. I messed it up the first time, and I have a feeling that I'm going to mess it up this time. In my first playthrough, I messed it up. But it doesn't really change anything, as far as I know, if you mess it up. Let's see. Where is this on the page? Dominus. No, don't. Like this, there's a colored D on a second. Is it row? Yeah, it's row. Column is this way. Okay, so there's a. Is there another D somewhere? Nope. I think it's the second one. Maybe. It's like. I know it's stupid, but I'm wasting a lot of time on this. Or is the first one, maybe? I'm not sure about the second word. It's kind of squibbled. I don't see the eggs there, but... And there's a space on the second one. The second one looks better. I mean, the third word is better written. But then the third one... Yeah, screw it. I'm going with the second one. Where does this even start? Is it the start of this page? I think nope. Actually, nope. Maybe this. And what's with the colored letters? Do you have any meaning? If I screwed it up, who cares, to be honest. It's a rather boring thing to do. Kinda have a feeling that I messed it up. Where's the guy? Is this the guy? Nope.
No, no, no! I can't believe you've made so many mistakes.
I don't know. This task really annoys me.
What would you like?
Okay. I really don't care for it. Probably not the best idea.
Don't even look at that cabinet. It contains forbidden books.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
So 2, 4. Yeah, I will cancel it just about when it reaches 4 o'clock. This guy's still here even though we should go for prayer. I was thinking maybe I can enter and rob them while they're praying. But let's better not risk it, we'll do it during the night.
Slow down. Watch your step.
Watch your step, brother. Brother.
Described as follows.
In a rush to
From
pray?
Easter until the calends
Salve
of
Domine.
October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th hour. And from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as and at the same time not to overburden them or drive.
Nope, that guy is still there. Hopefully we don't get caught, or it's not going to be a nice thing. We don't have any savior schnapses, so that's kind of a problem. So we got the keys probably to the monastery, so we can move around freely without lockpicking now, I think. We cannot pick that up. I will equip the torch. Okay, there are some papers there. Let's see what they are. Probably nothing. Let's continue. What's in here? Being a bit careful with lockpick because we only... Oh, we can get the key that way, or lockpick it, I
What
guess.
have we here? That's it. The book with information about the novices.
Oh, nice. I haven't read this, so I might take my time to read it, though we already know who Pius is, but I'm just interested, so you can also pause and read if I skip too fast read, but I'm probably not going to be too fast, so...
Interesting. But I still don't know which one of them is pious.
Ho ho, we leveled up our stealth. Treasure map? Interesting. I'm not sure if we have that one. Okay, that's a page from the book that we need to collect. Are you going to screw with me now? So this zone is kinda safer, but can still get caught. Nothing. Don't remember where this leads. I don't think I've ever been here. Oh, hello, horsey. He's still there. Yeah, I can even pick up my stuff from the horse. But it doesn't have a lot on it. The other stuff is in that chest. Nah, I'm not going to lockpick that. Oh, we are outside where the overseer is. Okay. We definitely shouldn't. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Let's go back the way we came. And we'll go to sleep. We have the keys to the monastery, we have a lockpick, so all is taken care. And once we go for next day, we'll get that blood, and we can also look for pages. Is that the page? Nope. Okay, we'll look for that the next day. While we do our daily chores. I think we did enough for now. Where was I going? I think... Wait, that's a library. Where was it? Nope. Just hope I don't get caught here. Is it here? You can also check what's in the cellar, but we're going to do that later. I want to save. I think we did enough, so I don't want to get cut. And I also want to end the episode, so that's the other reason. So guys, this is all for this episode. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next one.